Here are 100 useless geography facts you need to know. So we're going to start off with the 5 Great Lakes until all the way to number 100, which is how big Alaska is. But before we start, make sure to subscribe and like this video because this is just an insane video. Also, we have 5 categories: geography, population, sizes, continents, cities, flags, landmarks, border countries, and extra nonsense. Geography. We don't have categories. Number 1, we have the Great Lakes. And the Great Lakes separate from the United States and Canada. And as we look around the world, you may see that it's 70% of the whole world is ocean. Thus means by just using a map, find the United States super easily with Alaska on the map. You can technically find Russia. But number 2, this is landmarks. Number 100. Look at the entire United States and see what countries border each state or Great Lake. So a couple states in the United States that we already know of. Number 2, did you know that Alaska is so big it can actually technically reach Russia? So that means that you don't need a bridge because of these. The Diomede Islands. That's because Alaska is 67 times bigger than Rhode Island. It's puny, but compared to Alaska, this looks nothing like the actual USA is. So yeah, one huge state compared to one small state. Next up, did you know that Idaho borders Canada and borders other states that border Canada? It's because it borders Washington and Montana. Well, it doesn't border the southern side because Canada doesn't use the southern side. So Idaho borders Washington, Canada, Montana, Oregon, Wyoming, Utah, and Nevada. So borders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states and 1 southern country. Next up, we have Montana. Did you know that Montana even borders Canada too? But did you know that Montana is similar to that of Idaho? Because at Idaho, and that's because Montana has a secret bone inside of its body called the Idaho bone. And that's because Montana actually starts to run right into Canada. So that means Montana borders Canada, Idaho, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado, Utah, and Nebraska. The borders 1, 2, 3. Borders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states and 1 final country. borders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states. Montana borders 6 states too. Next up, did you know that Colorado is almost as central as Kansas is? That's because Colorado borders 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 states. Okay. Did you know that California borders 1, 2, 3, 4 states? But did you know that California borders a secret 5th state? No, it's actually Hawaii. It's the furthest state downwards of the United States. Because Hawaii is one of the loneliest states to ever occur. Did you know that California has the exact same thing as Montana? Well, the difference of that, Hawaii looks like California, and California looks like Hawaii. So why are these states so different? Because of how these states actually look like. See, if I told you that you would switch these things up, these two states right up, they would actually look like the same border, but Hawaii would be bordering 4 states instead of California bordering 1 state, but Hawaii would be bordering California too. So yeah, that's why Hawaii's farther away than California is. Next up, did you know that Hawaii has a lot of islands and the largest volcano in the world? Because Mauna Loa is the biggest mountain in the world, significantly ahead of Mount Everest. But then, did you know that if you switched these up, Hawaii would be in the Pacific on land, surrounded by states instead of surrounded by the ocean? That's because Hawaii is made up of islands and California is not. When you switch these up, Hawaii put each the islands in Hawaii would just look like this, and then California would be somewhere right along because it looks like Hawaii. Number 6. Number 6. Did you know that Maine is actually part of Massachusetts? Well, that's because Maine is a part of New England, but if I would be able to switch these states, you can clearly see that Texas is so large. Texas would even border some states, like Vermont and Hampshire, Massachusetts, Florida. Now, Maine was just only bordering New Mexico and Oklahoma. But if it was that big, and Texas was that small, I think I would be okay. But if I would be able to make these in their own areas, Maine would just be an island. Texas would be a huge state, not even bordering New Mexico, or Oklahoma, or Louisiana, or Arkansas, not even. If Maine was the size of Texas, I don't think you'd be able to point to any other state besides that. Number 7. Did you know that if I would be able to switch Washington and Oregon, they would probably be Oregon would be probably more than Canada. But if I swapped Idaho and Washington, replace Washington over there and Idaho over there, that means that Washington would push off Montana and slightly peel and bite off of Oregon. So that means that if you placed Idaho down like there, it would even border so much pieces of Canada that it wouldn't have a piece of the border. It's because you would be able to place Idaho right there. They're just being an unknown piece of land mass. But there won't be one, but 1, 2, 3, 4 unknown pieces of land mass. Meaning that there's a historical chance for 1 out of 50% maps to have these identical things. So you have to find hundreds of maps in worlds in Minecraft and finally found a perfect one. Wait, did you know that Hawaii could stretch on a magnet? It could stretch from Nevada all the way to Oklahoma in Mexico. And on the wheel map, you knew that Alaska can border, that can stretch from Arizona to Mississippi, or from Utah to Florida, or from Utah to Louisiana. Just mind-blowing. Number 9. Did you know that Canada is so big? I don't know how big Canada really is. Well, that's because Canada is the second largest country in the world behind Russia. It's because Russia is larger than is smaller than Africa. And Africa is almost the same size as Russia. But Asia is larger than Africa. And then number 10. Did you know that all the way up in the United States, you can significantly find right above Canada, you can significantly find the Arctic? That's because you know, on another map, it would significantly significantly colored in white.